Hello guys, this is Mariusz from Riverside and you're watching MM Storytime.
So, hello everyone, I'm with Mariusz from Riverside. We're in Belgrade right now and they're having a show in about 2 hours at Dom Omladine. So he's stuck with me for a couple of minutes.
2 hours already? Oh my god.
Oh yes. So,
hello.
The second part of Wasteland Tour started just a few days ago. Are you satisfied with the tour so far?
Yes, very much. And I'm kind of regret already that we allowed to wait for us for so long, because we've been here like 5 years ago, and we can't do that again because people are really amazing in this part of Europe. Really, you know, we're Slovenian too, right? It's kind of, so we should be more connected, and recent tours were always focused on Germany or market, Holland and the north side of Europe. But here there's something like, we feel kind of connection, and we definitely need to go back earlier. So far the tour is pretty great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, after the shows in Europe, you're playing in North America, right?
In May, yes, that's the plan.
Do you have any expectations regarding that part of the tour?
Probably half of these shows will be like for the empty venues. No, I'm kidding. Maybe they will come, but you don't know. We are for sure expecting the great response, because we know that people also from America are really into our last album, and they proved that during Cruise to the Edge, because we had a chance to be there this February, and that will be a great adventure, because it will be our first serious American tour. Usually we played it was on the more west side, and it was just like 8-9 shows, and that's it. And now it will be like 30, so it will be a long trip.
So can you tell me...
I expect for sure that I will be tired much more than I'm now.
That means you have to come earlier here.
That's true.
But can you tell me, is there any difference between the shows in Europe and those in United States and Canada?
I used to think that there are differences, but now I think that everything depends on people. And our audience is really enthusiastic, and we also changed something, because Wasteland Tour shows that we are a bit different kind of band. Someone labeled us as a progressive band, and progressive for many people means that there's a band on the stage and we just play music.
Yeah.
And people are listening to that. Oh. But we are more entertained now, there's more connection with the audience, and all these places, when the people are really enthusiastic, are really great. So there are also the same people in America are really enthusiastic, you know, with all this, hello man, how are you doing today? You know, that's that you feel that Europe in some regions is like this. You know, they're just watching this, you know, and, I don't know, somewhere in Holland, somewhere in Stockholm, they're just watching and judging you in some sort of way. We've got the same in Warsaw, in Poland, for instance. But there are places in Europe too, like Spain, Portugal, or here, this region, you know, yesterday in Bulgaria and in Romania, people are really into the show. Tonight, I think it will be also the same. So I think that there's no difference between America and Europe. There's the difference between people who wants to see us and be in the show, or the people who wants to listen to our music only. We don't feel kind of great when we play the sitting shows. You know, this is not that type of music. Riverside shines much more when there's the entertainment together with the people. So we love to play in those regions when people are into the music.
Well, thank you. Well, we all know this is not your first time here. Can you just tell me how was the last time and when was that?
That's a good question. I don't remember. No, it was just like 5 years ago in a very small club. I think we played it for 100 people, but it was, from what I remember two things. People during the show was really great, and we went after the show or before the show to the bar, and it was kind of, I don't remember all the details, but I remember that this was really, it looks like I'm somewhere in Poland, you know. It was really similar, many things. And I was kind of was surprised by your money, because you have a very interesting money. Yeah. I don't know. I remember it was like, oh my god, it's another different one. But the people and the show was really cool. We promised that we will come back earlier, but you know, in 2016 we had a horror and we had this tragedy that happened in our band. We lost our friend, so we had to have some time to recover.
Yeah, of course. Well, about the Wasteland, it's really great album, and it is the first album after the tragedy that befell the band in 2016. What helped you overcome that tragedy and continue your musical story and write a new chapter?
Well, first and foremost, I don't know why, but from the beginning I was the main force in this band. The whole concept and most ideas always come from me. So when I'm really into this, I just try to do another story. And the same was now. I just wanted to try another story no matter what. And kind of helped me the fact that I spent almost 2 years in the studio all the time, because I've got also a solo project which is called Lunatic Soul. So I just kept doing this all the time. I didn't think much about what happened. Of course I had to think about it, but being in the studio helped me very much. And The Wasteland was just like the third album in a row for me. So I was just with a full force. I kind of dealt with the fact that I lost a friend. I had this mourning time, lots of tears, lots of grief in the past. But with Wasteland, I was kind of after this. I was said that okay, it's done. I need to start over. I need to move on. So the recording process was kind of exciting, because I just felt that this is another chance for us, maybe, that we can prove that we can survive, and we can be even inspiration for all these people who are also in a very, rough times.
Yeah.
And it's kind of emotional album, I have to say. Yeah, but as far as I remember, that was not something we didn't hurt, because we don't have Piotr with us. He was still with us somewhere, but we just tried to do this as good as possible, without tears, with the power and thoughts for the future.
Is there any certain formula by which you write your music, or it just goes spontaneously?
It goes always like this. The blank page, let's come with the idea for the story. The title comes first. The color of the cover, and some ideas, small drafts. And I just do this or at home with my acoustic guitar and trying to record this on my dictaphone, and later I'm just doing the selection of what still is interesting after, a few days of listening, and what has a very quick expire date. But thank you very much. This idea is not important anymore. Or I record this by myself in the studio, or I just come to practice together with the guys, and we're just doing this in our rehearsal room, and later we record this together. There are tracks when we do something. We arrange some ideas. Sometimes someone can add up It's a small detail, but mostly I try to control everything. I'm that kind of control freak. I do hope that with the next album, I just promised this to myself, it will be more like a band album, not like mine, because Wasteland is sort of, something which is really personal. Michael added up one song the night before to this, but the rest is composed mostly by me. But it was something that we had to do. It was a short period of time, and I felt that I need to express myself those days. But yeah, this is mostly like what it looks like.
Yes, but Wasteland is really a symbolic album, and for example, it starts with a song the day after and ends with the night before. Where did you get the idea of naming those songs like that? Because it's really great, in my opinion. I write stories, so I'm a huge fan of the movies too. And for me, I create the albums. I don't create singles. I create the albums that has the beginning, 2 turning points at least, and the end. It's just like you're watching the movie. You always have this introduction, first 15 minutes, later the first turning point, something happens, later there's a movie, and later there's another turning point, something happens again, big battle, and finito, and it's, the end. So I create the albums like this, and that's why I love to, from time to time, to do the things like after, before, lost, found, the day after, the night before, that kind of stuff. To make this album more coherent, more like one body. And the night before, the day after, it was kind of, I wanted to connect this with Second Life Syndrome, because the first track on that is after, and the last before. So Second Life Syndrome, Wasteland is sort of Second Life Syndrome for us, right? This is the second band now, in sort of way. Because we are the 3 guys right now who are supportive with another musicians during our shows. Maciej Meller is not the official 4th member band, but he's our friend. He belongs to Riverside community, and he's still with us when we play shows. Probably he'll be also with us when it comes to the new album. But as I said before, I'm that kind of guy who's just trying to charge everything, so probably it won't be like, okay, bring some new ideas, or you. No, probably it will be made by myself again. But anyway, that's the thing of creating the albums. I love to create the albums, and from time to time I have these ideas that it has to be like the beginning and the end kind of connected. Yeah. Well, I really think the album represents a masterpiece. It's really great.
Thank you.
And what do you feel is the best song you've ever released?
That's the hard question.
I believe that.
I'm really into ballads sometimes, but I'm also really into big, powerful songs. Riverside made songs like, Second Life Syndrome, or Left Out, or The Same River, that are, from the musical point of view, full of melodies, but the same also, they have sort of like the power within, and they're really emotional. But on the other side, I also prefer sometimes to compose something which is really simple, that it's really close to your heart. Take a look at this. There's different kind of music. There's one music that you feel like you're watching a great painting somewhere in the gallery. You're just doing this, wow, it's a great painting, right? And I don't know, or you're watching the blockbuster movie, and you're just sitting in the cinema, and wow, this is so great, full of everything. This is what Riverside do with the music, which sometimes create that kind of big paintings. But on the other hand, when you come back from cinema at home, and what kind of music you listen to? You would like to play something soft, something that helps you to sleep, to feel good, something that it's under your skin. And Riverside also plays that kind of songs. For instance, I don't know, River Down Below, or into minds or conceiving you. So something which is simple, but also it just goes under your skin and it's your companion, right? Sometimes that kind of songs are much more important for you than all these beautiful pictures, 30-minute powerful songs or something. It goes great when you play shows, right? But the thing what is really into you are more important. So I think I would go for simple songs like River Down Below, Guardian Angel, I don't know, The Depth of Self-Delusion, that kind of stuff.
I wanted to say Guardian Angel, definitely. I really love acoustic melodies, and that song is just wow, it's really great. And we came to an end, so do you have any message to your fans here in Serbia?
Of course, I would love to say hi. I would love to say thank you. I would love to say I apologize. I'm so sorry that we play in Serbia. This is the second time that we play here. We should definitely come back. And we have a plan today. We know that there will be probably something like the Riverside Balkan tour next year. And so we will come back, definitely. Please come back too.
Well, we're really looking forward to that. And thank you for your time. And we'll see you on the stage later.
Yes, 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes now.
Yes, be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. See you next time. See you next year. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you for this. Cool, we have it. So you just do the nice
Yeah.
with all this.